Here's a look at a recap of your markets on this Tuesday, the 16th day of September. Ozarks Regional Stockyards looks like they had a light run today. Not completely done, but looks like they're getting awful close. They sold 1,062 head over their weekly video auction. Looks like they're going to have around 1,500 head or so that went through the barn today. The steers and heifers there, the yearlings called $3 to $6 lower this week. The steer calves stayed to $6 lower. Heifer calves called $3 to $6 higher. Was noted that isolated rains did fall across the region last night, renewing some hope that maybe the weather pattern is now going to change a bit. It was also noted that the discounts for those higher health risk calves continues to get higher. The calves with good health programs, paperwork to prove it, good weaning, were being rewarded for their efforts. The largest draft of the day at West Plains today was a full load of 624-pound heifers that sold for $367. Another stick-out draft was 29 head of 691-pound heifers that brought $376. Taking a look at the way the rest of cattle on West Plains is selling today, the 4 to 5 weight steers, medium and large ones, $455 to $474, 5 to 6 weights, $405 to $435, 6 to 7 weights, $387.5 to $425, some 7 to 8 weights at $358 to $383, some 8.5 to 9 weight steers, $347. The heifers in West Plains, 4 to 5 weights at $390 to $420, 5 to 6 weights, $366 to $405, 6 to 7 weights, $356 to $376. Taking a look at the box beef cutout values, they were sharply lower today. Choice down $5.91 at $392.62. Select was down $5.63 at $373.17. Volume 166 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds today. The Choice Select spread at $19.45. Negotiated feedlot trades still basically at a standstill. Some scattered sales around, about 371 head reported so far this week. Not really enough to test the market in any way, shape, or form yet, but those scattered sales were selling within the ranges of last week's trade. The weighted average price last week on the live sales nationwide, $239.50. Dress sales at $376.33. Taking a look at the closing livestock futures today, a bit of red seen after yesterday's much stronger trade. There was a bit of worry before the markets opened today about the case of bird flu found in a dairy in Nebraska. However, by the little bit that the markets for the cattle changed today, unlikely that had much of any effect on it, as it shouldn't have had, as that does not impact the food supply in any way, shape, or form, but sometimes there is that knee-jerk reaction. The live cattle today, October down $1.15 at $233.45, December down $1.12 at $235.15, February at $237 even, down 80 cents. Feeder cattle, September 47 lower, $358.32, October at $354.30, down 20, November $349.40, down 85. Lean hogs, October 15 cents lower, 97.37, December 88.22, down 62, and February at 90.20, down 25. Turning our attention to the grain markets, the cash grain bids paid to producers around the state today, soybeans 4 to 8 cents higher, wheat up 9, corn 2 to 6 higher. Corn bids in the St. Louis region, 428 to 429, Kansas City at 406. Soybean bids in St. Louis, 1017 to 1023, Kansas City at 964. Then wheat in St. Louis, 467 to 484. On the board of trade, December corn, 429.5, up 6 1/4. March at 447, up 6, and May 456 3/4, up 5 1/2. Soybeans, November new crop 7 higher, 1049 3/4. January up 7 1/2 at 1069 1/4. March beans 1084 1/4, up 7 3/4. The first 3 months of the wheat contracts all closed up 9 cents today. December 534, March at 551 3/4, May at 563. Soybean meal for October up 60 cents a ton, 285.80. Soybean oil for October up 93 cents a hundredweight at 52.69. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's a recap of your markets for Tuesday. This is Tony Hancock.